大家有没有什么特别这一个礼拜来的特别的见证？有没有？宝宝有没有？我就想 Celia 讲一讲，好不好？你礼拜四晚上告诉我们的，这2个礼拜来的经历，5分钟，等等。上个礼拜四我们在你家那个聚会，OK， 他 Celia 哈，他有那个皮肤病哈，已经差不多有快10几年、20年有没有一直都在没有办法医治，可是好了很多，可是还是没有完全断经。可是这一次的认为这一次的复活节完全的医治，这是真的。你讲过，在这里讲过OK。可是在礼拜四的时候是完全好了，你说？
差不多80
点，感谢神，就是这个真的也是一个非常时间到的时候就来了 OK。有时候等候神也在等候你我们有时候要等候这1分钟、这1秒钟、这一刻就好了所以这个是一个皮肤病是最难医治的。这个是一个根从上期待下来，拜偶像，因为牛妈妈拜偶像以后，可能家族里面阿爷都有，我们家族也是有拜偶像，拜到我们这一代才信耶稣，感谢神，哈利路亚所以我们有时候以为信耶稣就有些过往的罪没有去好好去认罪特别有家族里面有人拜观音、拜偶像、拜反的，都要把这个带到5个十字架前面来，求主耶稣赦免我们的罪forgive our sin from our generation. Sometimes parents they in Chinese we worship Buddha, but in America they don't worship Buddha, but they worship some other stuff like cult, C-U-L-T, some different Mason, all kind of different things. So that will bring curse to the next generation. So if you have your parents or your grandparents, they get involved with all kind like some kind like a witchcraft, worship the devil, a lot of stuff. Then you gotta come to the Lord, ask the Lord forgive the sin. Forgive. You say it's not fair. The sins from my parents, not me. But in the Bible, God says very clear. If you have generation grandparents worship the devil, not the will God, He will chase 4 generations. Chase 4 generations. That means the sin can pass down, to the children and grandchildren. So 我们要非常小心。今天的 Rebecca 没有来，是什么事情？她会晚来OK. So I just want to make sure she's all right. OK. 我们让大家来看看这个She will be late.
There's a lot of fear out there right now of what's going to take place about Syria and North Korea. And, we've been praying and warring in the Spirit for years. When Obama was in office, him and his administration, we were praying for God to send us someone who would help lead America and not come from behind. And now we've got this, and now all of a sudden, President Trump fires his missiles into Syria, and now everybody's up in arms, they're either jumping off ships. Now, we've got North Korea coming into play. North Korea has been threatening us nuclear-wise for years, and Obama did nothing. And that shot that was heard around the world in Syria, I believe it was God ordained. If you look at the timing on that, he was eating dinner with China when the shots were fired. That was a message to the entire world that we don't have a figurehead in the White House anymore being told what to do by the shadow of government. We have a leader that is going to lead this country, protect this country at all costs. And that was a shot heard around the world saying that America is back. We are in the lead again, and we're not to be messed with. Again, we've been praying for years, and then all of a sudden we have someone that starts to lead and act on this, and they don't like what they're seeing, so they jump off ship. This is what the pastors of today have created. It all boils down to one thing, and that's leadership. We have no leadership in the church right now. And it's this watered down, feel-good message. It's this hyper-grace movement, the Bible wants the truth, go on and on and on, that has created these Christians, so to speak, that when the warfare gets a little hot, they want to back off because it's going to interrupt their lives. They're afraid of interrupting their baseball games for their kids or their dance recital. You know, we've been warring in the spirit for how long, asking for answers. Well, the warfare has been working. That's my point to the people right now. You're seeing it manifest before our very eyes. This man just defunded for the states, for Planned Parenthood, for the states to defund them. I mean, we're chipping away at the food source of Baal right now, which is these abortions. The people take notice of the prophetic sign that was given 4 weeks into Donald Trump's presidency. The lady that was responsible for the Roe versus Wade court case died. That was a prophetic sign that Roe versus Wade is going to die under this administration. So that prophetic word that God gave me about Roe versus Wade and reforming the court is already coming to pass. So we have a chance here to literally take the food source away from Baal, which is these aborted babies, the child sacrifices, which you're seeing also come to light as well. That's being exposed. As corruption is being exposed. But, you know, you got to give people time to get this stuff in place. They've got to build a case. This stuff takes time. And people, we're living in this microwave society where they want it to happen overnight. So some of this stuff's going to take time, but it will happen. God is in the midst of all of this. And you're going to see Roe versus Wade overturned. So you have to ask yourself, why is there such a hot spot in Syria and North Korea right now? Because I believe, I'm of the belief of this, is that Syria representing the Middle East, North Korea representing Asia, the gospel has got to go forth. And so if it means going in and spiritually oppressed people being set free, our warfare is working. Sometimes in the natural, you know, there's time for peace, there's a time for war. Sometimes shots have to be fired in the natural in order to uproot these so-called principalities or powers, like North Korea, this dictator. They're a country held hostage by a dictator. There are many people who prophesy that North Korea is going to become one with South Korea. And I believe you're seeing that taking place right now. And it's going to be uprooting that demon-possessed dictator, Kim Jong-un, in order for the gospel to freely go forth throughout Asia. Here's the funny thing. I woke up this morning and I saw in the spirit, Japan is open. So I believe what God is saying right now, through the Koreas, when they become one, I believe the gospel is going to go out throughout Japan. Japan is ripe for the harvest right now. So this is what people are not understanding. You got to look at the big picture. Let's say Donald Trump made a mistake by firing missiles on Syria. He's God's anointed. Do you not think for 1 second that God can't straighten it out? God is in control. And that's what people are wavering about, is their faith. God is in control. The Lord showed me there's certain places where the body of Christ is at right now. And it's the body of Christ and the army of God are 2 different things like we talked about before. In D-Day, those guys were on those ships for 3 days. They were being tossed about. C-Day. And he said that's where the majority of the body of Christ is right now. Because in my prophetic words, I talk about America being the launching platform for the end time harvest, where you're seeing it take place right now. So they're on these ships, they're seeing the storm, and they're being tossed to and fro, most of the body of Christ. And all we're focusing on is the storm, and they're seasick. And what God's trying to do is get them promoted, that group out of the boat and in the landing craft. Now you have the group that's been promoted, and they're in the landing craft and they're approaching the beaches. Now, if you know anything about D-Day, they put obstacles on the beaches to keep the armor from landing. But that group is focused on the obstacles. Now, the obstacles could be Syria, it could be North Korea, it could be whatever. It's different for each person. But they're approaching the beach, and all they see are the obstacles, and it's keeping them from getting onto the beach. That's the second group. The third group is the army of God. They are mature enough, spiritually mature enough, not to focus on the storm, not to focus on the obstacles, but focus on the mission. That is to hit the beaches, take ground for the kingdom of God, and at all costs. So that's where our groups are at right now. And this is a promotional process, and a lot of people, unfortunately, flunk. God has given sign after sign after sign that this man is anointed and appointed by God. You have to believe that God is in this no matter what happens. Even if he does make a mistake, God can step in and correct it. You know, the man's not even been in 90 days. Obama, at this time in his administration, had double the administration that Donald Trump does. So he's working with only half the administration that he's supposed to have. So it's like, give this man an opportunity. Give God an opportunity, time to work with this man. Get the right people in place. God will protect the United States. God will protect his people until that happens. But at least give the man a chance. Don't start flip-flopping. Because I believe God's wanting to free the spiritually oppressed people of the earth. I wrote that in that D-Day speech that I wrote. That God had me addressed to the army of God. To literally release the spiritually oppressed people of the earth. And I believe this is part of it. Again, God's thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways are not our ways. So we have to act and go before the Lord and stop acting on emotion because we disagree with something. You know, God's got this thing under control. That's the main thing. And the other thing I want to encourage people is stop listening to these news media outlets that are spreading fear, propaganda, and paranoia. They're instilling paranoia into the people, and I believe they're pumping this thing up worse than what it actually is. And now, again, we live in this technology age, this information age, where people think they're entitled to know every little step that's going on. And it's like, we don't see the intelligence that President Trump is seeing coming in 3 or 4 times a day, probably, by his people. They're not going to tell us everything. See, we had 8 years of Obama telling the enemy when we're coming and what we're doing. It doesn't work like that. It's none of our business. But when you have a country that's threatening the United States with nuclear weapons, it's time to act. So, I mean, that's what people have to understand. I understand people don't want war, they want peace. Well, who doesn't? Again, our warfare is working. Sometimes shots have to be fired in the natural in order to take down some of this stuff. Now we have a true leader in the White House. He's not being told what to do by the cabal or whatever the case may be, the shadow government. He's got true leadership. This is, I mean, in my prophetic words that God talks about, he's going to put together America's dream team. You're seeing it in place right now. And America's not used to it. America's not used to, we're in this day and age where, you know, you eat an elephant, eat it one bite at a time. Let's just do a little bit of change at a time. But this man's not like that. This administration's not like that. You're going to see like a Moab, spiritual Moabs being dropped, so to speak, because he's in for massive change in a quick way. And I believe that's where we're at right now. Even God is saying, hey, I've got spiritual Moabs that are ready to be dropped. I just need some people who are willing and have the courage to drop them in the spiritual realm. So that's where we're at right now with this warfare. Stop listening to those news media outlets. I listen to Donald Trump's Twitter feed and his Facebook because you're getting it, the truth, straight from the source, the president himself. That's what I love about that. You know, some people are criticizing for that. I love it because he's bypassing the fake news. So you're getting it straight from the president himself. Stop listening to the doom and gloom because you can become addicted to the doom and gloom. So, you know, what happened to the good news, the gospel? He said, go out and preach the good news, not the doom and gloom. These pastors have been indoctrinated. We produce these milquetoast Christians, the spirit of cowardice. That's where we're at right now. That's what's happening with the body of Christ. It gets a little hot, they get fearful, and then they back up. And that's not what God's looking for in the army of God. Now, the church has produced this. This is what the church has produced. The church has a slavery mentality. I just released this today as well. Is that we're called to rule and reign and to govern. Well, how can you govern, per se, and have true leadership when you're being governed over? If a church is a corporation, you're being governed by the state now. If you're 501c3, now you have a second level, which is the federal government. So that's why I'm praying for Trump to do away with the 501c3. So that now the federal government's gone, so to speak. And as far as the church being a corporation, it was never meant for a church to be a corporation. Because now you're being governed by the state. Because if you get a rogue state or a rogue leadership state like California, if Trump does do away with the 501c3, let's say, now they can come in and say, hey, if you're a corporation and you're a house of worship, you're going to preach homosexuality, transgender from the pulpit, and we're just going to shut you down if you don't. But from back all the way from Adam and Eve, the devil has tormented mankind, period. And the tide has turned, what the Lord's been telling me, because I wrote that in that D-Day speech. The tide has turned. Now, what does that really mean? I believe the time has come when the army of God is going to inflict such damage on the enemy. It's like switching a spiritual switch, if you will. And that we are now going to torment the devil and his minions. And I believe you're going to see victory after victory after victory. And that's going to be the devil's punishment. So why are we speaking these curses? Why are we not speaking blessings? You know, there's people out there on YouTube, they call themselves preachers or evangelists, whoever they are. They're saying America needs to burn, it deserves to burn. Well, God doesn't want to burn America. God wants to affect the rescue mission, which is what the rescue mentality that people need to have instead of attack. And so America is not going to burn. So stop arming the enemy with it. The church and the leadership especially is under judgment right now. And if you go back, Sodom and Gomorrah, if you go to the story where God was affecting a rescue mission, which I believe he's doing right now, trying to pull righteous people out of that church system. That's what's under judgment right now, the church system. So if you go back a lot, and when the angels were there, you had a group of men that came up, knocked on Lot's door, and wanted to be with the two men, not knowing they were angels. Well, they got so bad, the angels reached out, they grabbed Lot, yanked him inside, and slammed the door shut, and struck the men with blindness. The men being representing the church. That's where I believe the church being under judgment. The door has been shut to some of these churches. They've been struck with blindness. And God's trying to pull out the righteous ones right now, affect the rescue mission. So that's why I think you're seeing some of these churches that are in a fog right now because they're under judgment. They want to beat people over the head with the Bible. It's like, what happened to the days when you can approach someone with love, give them the truth in love, show them the love of Christ? You know, it's the goodness of God that leads a man to repentance. So, again, it's all about the love, and the love of the church has grown cold, and that's what you're seeing. The love of the people has grown cold. That's why you're seeing the fiery arrows coming in, and people like ourselves who are on the front lines, who are putting it all out there, trying to move the kingdom of God forward. God is separating the sheep from the goats, the wheat from the chaff. Whatever expression you want to use, He is separating His true church from the counterfeit church. You're seeing that take place right now. I asked the Lord one day, I said, Lord, if you deal with me on the church being under judgment, I said, Lord, what is the judgment? What exactly is the judgment? And the scary part about this judgment is that it's not like Sodom and Gomorrah. You don't see fire and brimstone coming in at Mach 10. Their consciences have been seared with a hot iron, and they would no longer listen to sound doctrine and truth. And He showed me a train, and the locomotive had Babylon on it, and each car hooked to it was a ministry, represented a ministry. And if you draw a horizontal line through it, to that train would cross, because it's moving at warp speed. That line is called the point of no return. And you're seeing that take place. You're seeing people no longer listening to sound doctrine. You're seeing people no longer listening to the truth. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to upset the apple carts. But I believe there's a lot that God wants to accomplish in the earth right now. This is not about America again. This is about the entire earth. So again, what's going on with Trump? This is about the entire earth. I believe there's a lot that God wants to accomplish through His army, and He will accomplish it through His army. And whether you're part of that army or not, it's up to you. Pray for our president and his administration for wisdom and discernment, and to stay engaged in the fight. Armor up and get in the fight. The army of God is going to now torment the enemy. I look what Donald Trump says. He says, you're going to get sick of winning, if there is such a thing. We've been tormented our whole lives, and now it's our turn to torment. Because we're going to have victory after victory after victory, just like we had on November 8th, just like we had on the inauguration, just like we're seeing with the abortion issues, just like we're going to see with national security. Sometimes there will be some engagements, especially with ISIS. God's going to wipe them out. So, don't fear and don't cower down in the face of the enemy. Stay engaged in the fight, and don't get discouraged, and be careful who you listen to. Don't listen to the doom and gloom. Stay engaged in the fight. That is the most important thing. We're going to have victory after victory. This thing's not going to turn out the way people think and the way the news media is portraying things. There may be some shots fired, but even if there is, God is still in it. That's the main thing. God is in control. And the Lord was telling me the other day in my prayers, He said, loose the battle plans of heaven. I encourage people out there in your prayers, decree the battle plans of heaven be loosed over the earth right now. And I believe that's what God is doing right now. Again, you're seeing this manifest in the natural. Our warfare is working, but this is not a time to operate in fear. And that's what's happening. When shots get fired in the natural, people get a little fearful. I get it to a point, but we have to stand faithful. We have to stand with courage and know that God got it. This is not Trump's agenda. That's what people have to understand. And they think this is Trump's agenda. This is God's agenda. And that's what we have to get engaged with. Again, these are the battle plans of heaven. This is not just about the United States. This is about the entire earth. And we have to know what those battle plans are.
This video, I was just received it from the Lord when I was, hello? Yeah. When I just, the cursor stopped here, this video, it just popped up in my cell phone. So I only read it halfway, like a 1/3, and I keep on walking back in here. So I thought, this is a very important message right now in America and the world. 这个 Mark Taylor 现在的非常有名的先知在美国。He's the most famous prophet right now in America. The Lord prepared him for 10-15 years ago. He was a fireman. 他是一个消防员。结果突然间。 他就有这个启示从神来 got God download a lot of information to him. Like he started to get prophetic. A lot of things predict America, predict even he even know that the president today, 2016 last year, this year we got the President Trump. he predict everything very accurate 哈，所以他是一个非常准确的先知哈。他发很多预言都在那个 YouTube 里面可以看到，每一个预言 every prophetic words he coming 来到从神来的哈，就都应验出来哈。所以为什么我今天会把这个根本是跟我前天27号 ，today's 29, day before yesterday in the morning, I have a dream that really how to say that, like from my head to my toes that I was shocked by this dream. 所以今天我晚上会讲，就是讲这些。平常我不喜欢讲末世的东西，我不喜欢讲。可是当这个梦神给我启示的时候，我一定要讲。Okay, when God gave me this dream, I know that I have my responsibility, duty to tell people that I know. I was in a big ship. I saw a big ship on the ocean. 我看到一个大船，好大的船，因为里面有很多人的。这个船在海上面 is in the ocean. I saw a red horse, 红色的马，受伤好像受伤，躺在那个船边。The red horse, it was looked like hurt or lost power or something by the boat, the big ship. Oh wow! I just got my revelation now why it's a ship. 这个是挪亚方舟 ，My goodness！ 我那天礼拜四我还不知道为什么是一条船。Okay. This red horse written very clear in Revelation, the end time. It's got 4 horses， 有4个马。第一个马，你记得白色的马 ，right？ 还有灰色的马。还有黑色的马，还有红色的马。4 horses is written in the Revelation chapter 6. You can read it right now. 这个告诉我们末世来时候，这些马来，第一批马，第一个印打开来一起讲。礼拜四我们we talk about in the 汪大哥 house meeting. So it's very important. I saw the red horse. It's not a good sign. And I saw the great horse. The great horse. 灰色的马是死亡，代表死亡；红色的马带有权柄。然后地上太平就没有了。当这个红色的马来 ，When this red horse coming from heaven, that means the earth lost peace. 就说战争来了。The great horse was watching the red horse. That means 这个死亡是在看着这个红色的马发命令要做什么，然后这个死亡的这个黑色的马就会拿命了 ，kill people on the earth. I bring this message out. The reason why I want everybody to pray. Right now is the time. Need to pray for America. Pray for American president. 美国总统为美国祷告，为世界祷告，为 pray for the king, the president king in North Korea. Pray for his heart. You can see this guy is crazy. Okay. 这个人，他连他这个 uncle 都杀掉了，连他的哥哥都杀掉了。OK， 他这根本是从头底摸尾，通通掌控。Did you see the soldier when they marching is so different? You see the marching, the way it was like this. Nobody ever marching in a country, China or in America. You can marching, like this fast. But those kind of marching is ready to kill people. You see that? The way they're marching. Look cool, right? But cool. That's mean the way to kill somebody, the way they're marching, okay? And the video. This Mark Taylor 这个先知他现在 警告，其实这最重要的信息是要 they want all the Christians standing up to pray for all the church in America, all the church in the world. Number one thing, because a lot of churches today still sleeping. 好多教会今天没有注重到这个最重要，这个是最重要的时刻。This is the most important moment. End time could be happen anytime. Okay, 末世随时都可以发生。Maybe by God's grace, could be another 10 years or maybe another 20 years. But everybody need to be praying for America, pray for the president. 因为 because 为什么我们要为美国总统祷告？美国是一个最主要的世界的里面的圣经里面24章里面有讲到门攻门，国攻国啊，打仗会来。OK， 现在你没看到这么多年来 ，how many years？ You see America shooting missile to any country. This is the first time, right? 这么多年来，好多年来都没有这种事情发生。可是你知道吗？美国在2个礼拜前，来 President Trump shooting 47个 missile 去到 Syria， 这个是破天荒从来没有发生的事情。This is the first time. And listen, I dream about saw the red horse and the gray horse. You know what happened yesterday? 28号，27号 I dream about the horses. Yesterday 28, North Korea shooting 3 missile, test the missile, and telling the whole world. 他发出3个这个不是原子弹，是 missile， 是斗弹的，3个上空飞上去，他在试 testing。Why you need the testing? Why this country need the testing for the missile? Why they prepare for the war? 他们在准备要打仗，然后这个是疯子，这个金正恩是疯子来的 ，It's crazy, OK？ 所以我们要为这个国家世界的平安要来祷告啊，要来祷告。这个是人人有责的，每一个人，不管你年纪多大、年纪多少，我们都有一个责任要为这个事情祷告 ，OK？ 我没有做梦看到这个 red horse, I'm not nervous. If I didn't dream about the red horse, the gray horse, I'm not nervous. I always say, okay, end time coming soon, okay, right in front of our eyes, okay. I'm not nervous. But 27 morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, I dream about this dream. I do worry, okay. 我有一点担忧，不是可是当年一切都是神掌权 ，everything is in charge in God's hand, so I'm not worried about that, right? As end time comes, it's in His hand. In 2000, I remember in 2000, I have to check with my book. I have a dream. The dream is in the first heaven. There's a question asking, when is the end time? So I have to feel the question. 我在梦里面，我想是在2009还是2010年，我做了梦里面，我在一层天里面，我看到一个试题，考试试题在问我，人人都有写，我是个人我写这个问题是有一句问题 ，When is the end time？ 什么时候是末世？当时我说，我怎么答这个问题啊？我说是哪一年呢 ？OK， 2007年，人家每个人都说2007年是末世。是不是可是2007年已经过了 ，It's past 2007, so it's not 2007. I saw 2015. I saw another 2017. 就说这2年的2015 and 2017 is a very important year about end time. 2015 is over. Happened so many things happen. 2015年发生很多事情，在2015年。2017年就是今年 ，OK。2016年发生多少事情？多少人死的，很多人 名人呢都死了。2016年 ，many people, famous people, they died in 2016, including Billy Graham, right? He died last year. Yeah. So 这个今年2017年是一个非常重要的关联。我做了这个异梦呢，我平常我都不大喜欢讲异梦，还有很多异梦发生谁这个那个发生什么，我往后我就看到发生出来，我都不大讲，因为当我们心不对的时候，我们就讲异梦，反而不大好。所以我最近这一年，从去年来到现在，我有做很多异梦，我都不讲出来可是这个异梦我不能不讲，这个异梦。红色的马已经在这个世界上，已经从天降下来。The red horse, the grey horse, were coming down。所以我们非常要小心，非常要注意，为众教会祷告。因为主耶稣在启示录来说，他说他来找众教会，那些教会对神不忠的教会，那些没有好好把神的子民引领到神的国度里面去有一个教会，其实跟你讲，责任太重了 ，It's very important. Operate a church 在我们牧姐，特别我们牧姐，因为我承担不了当牧师，当我们看到主耶稣的脸的时候，我要交账 ，OK， 所以我非常警醒在这方面，绝对警醒，我只能做到我这一部分我只能上神说，我愿意代祷，我愿意出来，因为这个末世的时候，只有那些真正爱主的基督徒，像挪亚一家人这么爱主的人，才能踏进方舟里面去，外面都是世界的人。Only the one can step into Noah out of Noah. That person can forsake forever 被救恩。所以不要看到这个不要再当这个世界现在的事情是太轻看，不能轻看我们每一个都有责任。You, me and me， 每个人都要，每一个灵魂都要马上要拯救，是没有时候了。No more time. Time is already up in your eyes. Time 没有多余的时间说，叫人家去传福音没有了。一个 every single soul right now in front of you, you are responsibility. You need to get the save the soul. Go, make sure the soul can go to heaven. Okay, so in the Bible say very clear.Whoever deny me, Jesus said, 哪一个人拒绝我的，绝对不能到我父哪里去。Okay, the one don't believe in Jesus, that the person cannot go to the Heavenly Father kingdom. That's mean you cannot go to heaven. Very clear in the Bible, very clear. Okay, there's no other way. It's only one way. You receive Jesus, you believe in Jesus, then you can go to Heavenly Father.So, what is it? It's a time. Your eye, whenever you look at people that you know, 所有人你看到的，他还没有信耶稣，你的责任马上告诉他你要信耶稣。No more time to waste. No more time to pay around. OK， 这个是我们人的责任。你要信耶稣。你要信耶稣。你有没有主耶稣？你看到你今天，你在哭，你在让家庭有什么问题的时候， This is the best time to tell him you need Jesus.多少人每天打断，少我没有工作做 ，I don't have a job, I don't have money, I got sick, you know. That's the time to tell them you need Jesus. Tonight's message is very, very important. 今天的 ，if you don't have received Jesus, Jack, I'm telling you right now, you got to use your last strength to tell her you need Jesus. And your grandson, yeah, your mother. Everybody, how many people you are? I'm telling you, 每一个人都是一个教会。Everyone is a church. Okay? Don't say it's not my job. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a evangelist. I'm not a 传福音的人。我不是宣教的人。我不是牧师。No, everyone is. Everyone is a church. Don't tell me you only live alone. You don't know nobody. You're not living alone. You know a lot of friends, a lot of relatives, your neighbor, 你们的邻居，你的亲戚，你的朋友，不能浪费任何一分钟 ，not even one single minute. 现在那个 the time is clocking to exactly 12 o'clock. It's probably one more minute. 可能只有1分钟。Use every minute. I see God so care about every single soul. Lately, I see. I pray for a lady from Hong Kong. I don't even know. 那个女孩子，她去了日本，去玩了7天，以后就回香港去 ，go back to Hong Kong, and she got a real disease. Immediately sent her to the hospital, ICU, and all the whole hospital, nobody can figure out what kind of disease she had. 她是我的弟弟的朋友，在香港有一个2个孩子的妈妈，只是去玩，去7天日本玩。我的弟弟从来没有叫我祷告的这个 Kenny， 所以呢，叫我跟 Apple 为他这个朋友祷告。他说已经昏迷了，在 ICU。那我们的祷告是什么？我说神啊，一定要给他信耶稣，才让他走。Don't let her die until she receives Jesus. If a miracle heal her, she'll be healed. Guess what? 前天她就走了。So I asked the Lord, did she receive Jesus? 神让我说，她有没有信耶稣啊？那我神给我看到，原来教会在医院里面常常有很多牧师拿着 Bible， 看到为人家，你要信耶稣啊，为病人祷告。我马上看到这个医生，我说 Thank God, she heard Jesus。他可能临终的时候，他接受耶稣。每一个灵魂都要拯救，因为这个灵魂一下了地狱，再没有回头。When this soul go to hell, will never have another chance to come back. Will forever in hell. What does it have in hell? 在地狱有什么？永远不灭的火，永远不灭的虫，永远被虫咬，永远被火烧，好苦哦！一生哦，永生哦。我们在世界上有看到很多很苦难的人，有很多都有苦啊，很惨的。在世界上这个惨根本算不了什么，在世界上这个疼痛算不了什么。It doesn't matter what kind of disease you have, cancer, you have pain, you have anything. It doesn't mean nothing compared in hell. Nothing compared in hell. Why you see? 为什么我要这样讲？我去过一个地狱，都是虫的地方，没有火的。有一个地狱有好多虫的，我可以跟你讲。我去过一个地狱是根本没有树，没有什么，这个枯树、石头，虫都是，我都没有地方找，没有地方那个塔，我不要踩着那个虫啊！我要找一个地方没有虫的地方，能不能站啊？我根本没有地方可以站啊，根本都是虫啊！ It's all worm, all over. This is one side of the hell. One side of the hell. 另外一个 hell is burning fire non-stop. I can hear from the wall on the other side. People screaming like million people so screaming. Okay? 怎么 screaming? 好长的 and then stop. And then stop. And then screaming again. It's just like a wave. The fire can burn you, and you get burned, and then the fire will go back, and then come again, fire you, burn you again. 一直不停的烧，一直不停的叫，我听到，我真的整个心都要破碎。这个是地狱，我没有，感谢神没有给我看，用一个墙在另外一边 ，OK, on the other side of the wall. I'm standing on this side， 我在这边。为什么我这么多年来一直要传福音？因为 this kind of dream I will never forget. 我永远都不会忘记我做这些梦，听到这些叫的声音，听到这些，看到这些虫的声音。现在不要感动到，马上看拯救我灵魂了，赶快！所有人的意识都要救，因为你不要让 ，don't let the person that you know make sure they don't go to hell。这个末世来，红色的马来了就糟糕了，红色的马，非洲的马已经在这个世界上，已经在这个挪亚方舟前面准备预备好。我们不能再看到不注视的世界这个事情，这个看到昨天几年我做了梦之前一天我做这个梦，在东南亚那边时间是比我们这边早一点，对不对？我是27号早上做的一梦，那在韩国那个时间是什么时候？这是28号，对不对？时间很敏感。我礼拜是在你家的时候，我还不知道韩国已经在试爆那个炸弹啊，那个 missile， 我还不知道，记得吗？然后昨天我就看到消息了，圣灵不会对我说谎，圣灵给我一个 message 时候，这个 message 非常重要。我常常都很怕这种的异梦来，我很怕，我很怕这种的异梦。其他异梦看了眼有怎么没问题，这个可以救 ，OK。看到弟兄睡在墙上面，后面一大堆的虫，我可以打死那些虫，这个小事 ，OK。什么大事就是这种的大事，世界的事情，我们要为平安祷告。为什么？是的，末世要来，我们可以被提会上天堂去。多少灵魂还没有得救？记得我讲回来我的梦吗？我说不是2015年，会不会是2015年，还是2017年？我就要选哪一个？我手要去写上去的时候，你叫我看那个字出来了，我不用写了。It's God time， 是神的时间。就说2015年也不是，2017年也不是，是神的时候。说神也在看是什么时候。知道我们的神吗？昨日、今日、明天都是这个神是明天。说在属天里面 ，in the God heavenly， I think the time is unlimited. The time is not the past, not now, not the future, all together. In heaven, there's no time limit. 在我们属世界 ，we have time limit. OK， 我们活了70岁，可能在神里面 ，maybe in God's eyes we only live 7 days in heaven. Okay. Because really we care. The God in the Bible said. 在地上1000年，如同一天在天上。Okay, so when we're living on earth for 1,000 years, it's just like equal one day in heaven. So start from today, do something good thing for God's kingdom. For God, what to do? See whatever you can cut. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be. You just tell them you need Jesus. Even he said, not now. I'm thinking about maybe future. It's okay. You pay the seed. Do your job. 你做了你一份，我杀了多少东西？有时候不是我收割的，人家收割，不重要，是神我的禾田，是神我的belong to God, it's God's kingdom。我今天讲了这个，他今天可能没有信，可是可能过几天以后另外一个，哎，那我信了。我要传了，你是有口才的人啊，你的天分天才不是坐在这里听安娜讲道，不是 OK。You started right now, you need to go tell all your family people. The best thing you tell the friends is, look at me. I was sitting in a wheelchair last year. Now you look at me. 医生说我要开刀，还要做什么？还不肯定啊，可能还要坐轮椅呢。OK， 看现在没有神，我怎么会站起来走路啊？感谢神，这个是最好传福音的那个 weapon. You can tell people, last year I was in a wheelchair. Now God healed me. Now I can stand, I can walk. I even can dance. 对不对？ This is the best thing you're telling all your friends. How many people see you sitting in a wheelchair and all your friends? See? 当每一个看见你坐过轮椅的人 that is God, you say, I need to tell you about Jesus. How Jesus changed my family, changed my life. Yeah. Right? 神有没有在你生命中改？神在你生命中有没有改？有。神有没有改我？有。Okay. 我从一个无知的牧师变成周身刀被割被砍。我今天还是牧师 ，OK， 还是能待在这里。I still can hold. Today I'm talking about the prophet. How many prophets gonna be? I believe everyone here 都是 prophet. Everyone 每一个人在这里，因为这个不是一个普通的教会。This is not those kind of traditional church. Coming here, standing up, sing the old song, right? Sit down, okay? Scripture. No, this is not the church like that. This is a church training disciple. This is a church training the prophet. This is a church training people how to pray for God's kingdom. 明白吗？现在时候每一个人都要尽一份力量，真的。在家里面有时间的时候，特别王大哥在家很多时间嘛，对不对？那麻烦你每天祷告3个小时，好不好？I just say, well, Taco, you have a lot of time, you retire. Can you do 3 hours or 5 hours praying? You do, you're not working, right? So tomorrow I assign you assignment, okay? Tomorrow, can you pray for 2 hours at least? If you're wanting our conversation, just with the scriptures. God, bless your kingdom. You can say 10 times, 7 times, 20 times. God, bless your kingdom. Bless America. Bless the people. Right? 你可以说 even you can say the Lord prayer. Heavenly Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Just repeat and repeat and repeat. And then you think about something that you don't even that you're thinking. 想到些什么 what you thinking? 你的讲完以后又念主祷文 okay, that's the best way to pray. Holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Your kingdom come, please come to my house. Please come to America. May your kingdom come to North Korea. 让你的国来到韩国里面去，让你的国领到那个日本。不要随便去日本，我跟你讲。为什么？我问主，为什么这个女孩子 Jessica 会这样子去了日本以后会这样？你知道吗？神给我的启示是什么？现在日本都是很多死亡的灵在那边，因为这个大海啸那个海啸的事情。现在日本那个黑暗传系很长，这个黑暗的传系很长。OK， 这个日本会很那个，我们也要为日本祷告。OK， 这个女孩子没有信耶稣的，没有保护的，就跑去日本。日本有多少的庙啊？Everywhere is a temple. And 日本那种的假神非常厉害，比台湾的神更厉害。一年教好厉害，很多的邪教在日本。OK， 这个庙里面，那个庙进去，为什么 I don't go to Thailand? Why 什么 I don't like to go to Japan? It's not afraid of that. It's I don't want to raise my energy. 那个地不干净，我的脚圣洁了，我不要踏在那个不干净的地方。My feet, my body is holy. I don't want to step on the evil place, unclean place. It's not scared that it's, I just don't want it. Okay. 这个女孩子没有保护，没有信耶稣的，就跑进去，魔鬼找到她。Okay. Oh, I like you, the devil. Oh, 我的名字叫死亡的灵。Okay. 我现在跟着你回家。Okay, I follow you home back to Hong Kong. That deceit 就在他身上。The evil world, why not evil? Knowing the end time come, they will work harder. Remember I told you, 我们做工一个礼拜做5天，做6天，好不好？魔鬼做7天，1天24小时。The devil never take a day off. It was 7 days, 24 hours every day. Non-stop. And they have to produce They have to do a good job. Otherwise, they go back to hell. Satan will beat them up so bad. They send them back out to hell. From hell, send them back in here. So when you cast out the demon, the devil, you don't tell them, go back to hell. Because you go to hell, to come right here. You have to tell them to go to the place that Jesus Christ prepared for them, cannot come back. When you cast out the devil, that's the way it is. Tell them, go, never come back. Therefore, have to listen to what we said because we have the authority. 我们有权柄去控制那个魔鬼。So, 魔鬼 get out， 他就要 get out。奉耶稣基督 in Jesus' name. What's the power name? Jesus' name is a power name. We got Jesus, so we have the authority. 我们可以自己称它叫 cast out the devil.command the devil to go， 离开你的家，离开你的家人，离开你身旁，我们有这个权利。So we need to be very, very focused right now. God right now is rising up a lot of Ezekiel prophet. 先知，现在神 rise up a lot of 这个 Ezekiel。以西结的先知，以西结是末世的，最后的，记得吗？他就是那个先知，神叫他 go to the grave and tell the dead body, blow air to them, tell them to rise up， 是的吗？以西结第38 chapter 38 Ezekiel, come here, the dry bone。OK， 先来念这个第Revelation chapter 6。就另有一匹马出来，是红色，有权柄给了那骑马的，可以从地上夺去太平，使人背起伤杀，又有一把大刀赐给他。And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take place from the earth.And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great soul. 切开第3页的时候，我听见第3个活物说：“你来，我就观看，见有一匹黑马，骑在马上的手拿着天平。And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast said, Come and see.And I behold, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balance in his hand. 我听见有4个活物中，师傅有心说：1钱银子买1升麦子，1钱银子买3升稻末，走何由不可诛他。And when I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. 切开第4页的时候，我听见第4个活物说：“你来。” And when he had opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4 beasts say, Come and see. 我就观看，有一匹灰色的马，骑在马上的名字叫死，音符也随着他，有权柄赐给他们，可以用刀剑、饥荒、瘟疫或者做死亡、野兽，杀害地上1/4的人。And I looked and behold a pale horse. That's the pale horse I saw. The pale horse is looking to the red horse, waiting for like a command or partner, basically. When I kept in the stream, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the words of God and for the testimony which they held. 大声喊，圣洁真实的主啊，你审判住在地上的人，给我们生流水的冤，要等到几时呢 ？Okay, I'm stopping here. You see the pale horse? Let's go back to pale horse. Pale horse means death. And what is it? It can use the knife. 可以用刀剑，饥荒 like a family 啊，瘟疫 瘟疫 is a disease， 就是说，现在会有很多的这个瘟疫、饥荒、刀剑就去打仗 ，OK， 打仗都剑。That's mean people will be killed with swords and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth on the earth。所以这些东西都会发生 ，OK， 这些事情都会发生。我们要为这个事情来祷告，真的要认真来祷告，人人有份，人人有责，为众教会叫他们要醒过来 ，OK。要在这个最后 ，in the last revelation， Jesus scold the church， 这个是好事哦。耶稣在欺诈那个教会，众教会，就是说众教会还有起来的机会哦。耶稣没有说把他们烧掉哦，没有审判他。主耶稣还是说要欺诈他，叫这个church wake up basically 所以我们就要为教会来祷告 ，which pray for all the churches in America, pray for the pastor, pray for the church, let the church wake up。现在今年我看到有教会里面好像开始已经有一个 revival， I can see it， feel it。所以我们为我们的教会是属于耶稣的 ，OK， 我们应该是同心合意合在一起。你知道以斯帖这个先知Can you go to look for the chapter Ezekiel? I think it's 38. Ezekiel 找这个 dry bone 那边。Ezekiel 是一个末世的先知，他是一个很苦的先知。It is a very， 因为在那个时代里面，只有30岁的先知有经验，才能进到那个 temple 里面去，才能穿上那个祭司的袍子做祭司。结果他25岁就被差派去那个河边里面去做奴隶as a slave. Ezekiel was 5 years sent as a slave by the river doing hard work. Nobody treated him like a real prophet at that time. 没有人对他是一个真的先知直到他要等到30岁 when he reached until 30 years old, then he become 那个祭司能进去。结果没有2-3年，他的老婆就死掉了。这个先知很苦This prophet and his wife been 34 years old, 35 years old, and her wife got killed. So he become a prophet and his love was gone. You know how much hurt he got? Okay. 结果他是一个真正的信息 ，is God's directly message from God and give it to the people. Ezekiel is a real 末世的先知，那个时候，所以他有这个权柄 ，can dry bone。OK， 我们来看看，他都叫 scroll up。Okay, no, see, that's okay. I just want to go up. Keep on going up, yeah. Okay. 唔可以 Yeah, keep on going up, go up. Yeah, stop it. No, I want to read. See, 他是第一个 go down to them first. Okay. 30年4月5号，以斯帖在加巴鲁河边被掳的人中，天就开了，得见了神的异象。他是一个先知能看着天打开的先知。OK，Ezekiel, God sent him to the graveyard. Basically， 就是他叫他去这个末世的启示，现在就是这个时候，那些没有骨头的，没有根的身体，死人一样的那个枯干的那个尸体，就是这些基督徒没有圣灵充满的死的基督徒。This dry bone body is represent those people, Christian, Catholic, they don't have the power. They basically to God is they die, they dead. 他们是死的，所以他差派以斯帖来去叫他 Tell the dry bones stand up and walk and become a strong army. 你们走到 keep on going.以斯帖是chapter 28. I'm sorry. Go to chapter 38. 37. 37 here. Yeah. Scroll down. 耶和华的灵降在我身上，耶和华知道他的灵带我出去，将我放在平原中，这平原遍满河谷，他使我从河谷里面四围经过，随机在平原的河谷甚多，而且极其枯干。他对我说：“人子啊，这些河谷能复活吗？”我说：“主耶和华，你是知道的。” Go up 了。他又对我说：“你向这些河谷发预言说，枯干的河谷啊，要听耶和华的话。”主耶和华对这些河谷一起说：“我必使气息进到你们里面，你们就要活了。”这个是意思就是说。没有圣灵充满的那个基督徒，他们是等于一个死人 ，OK？ 然后要让他们吹气，圣灵进到里面去，这个才活起来，成为一个活人。我必给你们加上根，使你们长肉，又将皮遮蔽你们，使气息进入你们里面，你们就要活了，你们便知道我是耶和华。于是我专命说预言，正说预言的时候，不料有小心有地震，谷与谷互相连络。我观看见河谷上面有根，也长了肉，也有皮遮蔽其上，只是还没有气息。主对我说：“人子啊，你要发预言，上风发预言说，主耶和华一直说，气息啊，从四方而来，吹在这些被杀的人身上，使他们活了。” That's when it's going to be in the end times. A lot of Christians going to rise up. They used to be dead, but they're going to rise up. Jehovah God going to give breathe the air to them, so they can be alive again. Just like Adam, when God created Adam, it's with mud, with water. But what he did, he brought air to Adam. Then Adam become an alive person. There's dry bone, dead body gonna become alive, gonna rise up and become what? What they gonna become? 主对我说：“人子啊，这些河谷就是以色列的全家。This dead body, this bone, they are Israel, Israeli people。他们说我们的骨头枯干了，我们的指望失去了，我们灭绝尽尽了。所以你要发言对他们说：主耶和华一起说我的名啊，我必开你们的坟墓，使你们从坟墓中出来，领你们进入以色列的地。我的门呢，我要开你们的坟墓，使你们从坟墓中出来，你们就知道我是耶和华。我必将我的灵放在你们里面，你们就要活。我将你们安置在本地，你们就知道我耶和华一起说，就如此成就了。这是耶和华说 ，And shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, said the Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's been an end time. Revival going to come. The dead body for Israel people. Israel people represent Christian, as for those believing God, Catholic, thus they believe in God, but they dry bone. They're dead. They don't have a life. The Spirit, Jesus' Spirit in them, they don't have it. So when they receive Jesus' Spirit in us, I don't want to be the dry bone. I want to be the alive person in God's eyes. God said that He command Ezekiel, keep on going. I want to see. Where they say that 吹口气 keep on going. 我们是不是过了？Okay, go back. Which one here say God told Ezekiel to breathe the air to the dry bone. Where is it? 这个经文突然间是出来的时候我没有预备哈，所以Celia 有没有找到那个 6 第 verse 37:6 here。OK， 我必给你们加上根，使你们长肉，又将皮揭蔽你们，使气实进入你们的里面，你们就要活，你们便知道我是耶和华。所以这个 Ezekiel is being commanded by God to calling this dry bone getting up. Huh? 9. Okay, look at the 9. 主对我说：“人子啊，你要发预言，向风发预言说，主耶和华如此说：刺史啊，从四方而来，吹在这些被杀的人身上，使他们活了。哈利路亚！再没有允许这些 dry bone 没有耶和华的灵在里面。We need Jehovah God's Spirit in all of us here, all of us here. 哈利路亚！好，我们一起来，我就停在这里。OK。亲爱的主耶稣 ，Oh Lord Jesus, we thank you for tonight for the message, and we know this message is not negative, and we believe this message is training us, teaching us how to become one of the strong army. For God kingdom. This army will be marching as strong for God kingdom and go out to do a God command job for the people out there to save the people. Thank you, Lord. 谢谢主耶稣给我们这些信息，让我们知道活着不是只是为了我自己，不是只是为了我们的家人，活着是为了神活。We live for God kingdom. 你知道 God kingdom 在哪里吗 ？God kingdom 就在我们里面。我们追求神的国，神的国就在我们里面。我们今天感谢神让我们领受的这么重要的信息。我们感谢你，奉耶稣基督名我们献上感恩。今天我也要被神差派我。今天要上这里，每一人要吹气，每人吹气。God, I represent God, just like Ezekiel, that I'm gonna blow the air to every one of you here, so you can receive this God's Spirit in you and become a strong army. So 我们大家举起手来，哈利路亚，哈利路亚！我要向你们吹气。In Jesus' name, I'm going to blow this air to all of you here. So, Holy Spirit will be in you, God's Spirit will be in you, Jesus' Spirit will be in you, in the name of Jesus. 起来，成为一个强大的精兵 become a strong army for the God kingdom. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name, Amen.
We have food. Come join us at dinner. Yeah, we have real good food.
Definitely.
Bye.